Council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I have invented the 5-minute meeting. There's graphics here. There's a music thing. It's awesome. A lot of stuff happens. Hey! Jim here with the Ashland City Council meeting of November 2nd. Boy, the Transportation System Plan was presented and the Vision Zero program. So the Public Works guy says, oh, that last plan we did was in 2012, so it's long overdue to do a new plan. But it takes 12 to 18 months to create this plan, so we're starting now. Is there some state money, fun parts of this? We hope so. And then the Transportation Committee president, she says, oh, the National Vision Zero plan. Oh, that's about designing for people transportation, not car transportation. And we love Vision Zero, focusing on zero pedestrians dying by cars. And then this guy goes, Vision Zero is a disaster. It's a big city solution that doesn't fit our small city. So he doesn't like it, so it obviously costs money. And then this guy says, she goes, that other guy, he's exaggerating all the terrible parts of Vision Zero. The Transportation Commission work is important and appreciated. And then this one says, the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit, that's not part of this whole deal, right? It doesn't have to be. So I'm just letting you people know. And the Public Works guy goes, oh, don't forget that once the transportation system plan is approved, then they decide how much of this Vision Zero program they jam into it. And then this one goes, citizens don't feel safe on the road, so we have to have a transportation plan that makes walkers and bikers safe. And this one goes, hey, and then she talked about SEEP and the road diet and, of course, the 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. And this one goes, just to be clear, there's 20-mile-an-hour speed limit is not part of this thing. I just want to say that 900 times. And then this one says, shoot, I lost track of where we are. Oh, this one. She goes, hey, this is just a presentation of an idea. And this is the mayor, by the way. So it's a presentation of the idea to create a plan. Can we just move this along? So the city basically said, we want to consider this transportation plan and this Vision Zero program to concurrently. And then spend 45 minutes saying, I don't know why everyone is trying to combine these two things. I mean, why are you guys talking like they're the same thing? Because they said it was. So the result is, are they working on a new transportation system plan, TSP? I think so. And then the Rogue Valley Mountain Bike Association showed up and they said, hey, we want to increase mountain biking that will increase tourism revenue and propose some trails above Lithia Park and White Rabbit and a pump track and a slalom course across the freeway over Interstate 5 and the Imperative property. And they have a plan with the Ashland Parks and Rec, and they are looking for input from the city. And this one said vaguely, I'm pretty sure I vaguely support that, and not so many words. And then this one goes, hey, we need to move quicker. What can the council do? And the mountain bikers let's get approvals. Tell the Parks and Rec to approve our plan. And this one's like, oh, she's not a fan of this at all. She goes, the Forest Lands Commission still got a say, and the insurance issues. I mean, that's a thing. And new trails there scare me. And then the mountain bikers go, they say, we don't know who's in charge of approving anything. So can you tell us that? And this one goes, you know what we should do? We should create a cross-functional group. Cross-functional group, yeah. And the city guy goes, we can create an advisory group and have some meetings and stuff. And then this one goes, she says, hey, we need to bring players together, but the city staff should run that. We can make these mountain bike guys do all the work because it'll cost money. And the mountain bike guy, can you say yes or no to one of the trails we put up there? And this one goes, she goes, I move that we create a cross-functional sectional group of stakeholders that creates a group that then meets at the end of February to look at trail creation opportunities. So that was all approved. So good news. So we've got a trail commission already, and now they're getting another trail advisory group. That's going to speed things up. And then public forum. Red headband lady said drought is a problem, so we shouldn't give up our wastewater treatment plant and join the county wastewater system. And the city manager's report came out, and he says, hey, the new city manager interviews start tomorrow because he's a temp. And then they have a staff shortages at the police department, so we can no longer help the Talent Police Department like we did. And the next meeting agenda is going to talk about Pioneer Hall and the community center, which are still not open. And then there was a consent agenda, and that was all approved. We hope that was nothing expensive. And then the Rogue Valley sewer system, next steps. Boy, people are not on board with this. Wildfire committee guy said, our wastewater keeps Ashland more fire resistant. Wastewater is valuable in many ways. And a guy walking with his phone rudely said he was against using the Rogue Valley sewer system. And then the Rogue River lady said, she says, I'm against this plan because I love fish. And then the Department of Fish and Wildlife guy says scientific stuff, a lot of information and stats and stuff about the horrific fish killing effect diverting wastewater to Medford. And then a lady who couldn't turn on her mic for a long time said lots of financial things, why this Rogue Valley thing was bad. And then the city guy said, oh, Medford would need $230,000 to do a study. And this one right here, she goes, hey, Ashland's been fined for having wastewater too hot going into Bear Creek. And it sounds like the wastewater is now saving zillions of fish. Which one of those two is it? And the public works guy said, blah, 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 but he said a lot of nonsense words. Words. He never really answered. But I think what he ended up saying was they still have to do the planting and the cooling work per federal rules outside of the existing wastewater transfer that's happening anyway. And this is a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for long-term savings that's worth the expense, and CIP costs and operations expenses will be millions, and another thing, and then, oh my gosh, things went crazy. So point of order, this guy goes, point of order, that guy should stop talking. Oh, point of order, stop talking. And she goes, and this one goes, okay, everyone quiet down. You other guy, what's your question? Ask your question there. And this guy goes, hey, public works guy, is it fair for citizens to pay $200 million over 20 years? And then, well, this one lost her mind. She goes, point of order again. That's not a real question. And she went, none of that was fair to say. And then, where did that end? Oh, this one goes, hey, all right, everyone stop. Okay, city manager, say something reasonable. And the city manager goes, hey, can we just study the environmental water impact first? And the public works guy, maybe he said yes, a lot of blabberty again. And then this guy goes, all right, I move that we spend that $230,000 to pay Medford to do a sewer study. So there. And this one says, she goes, hey, spending this much money is a bad idea, and so I'm against it. And this one says, you know, I'm super fair, but I am now against it. And so 4-2 against, it's not happening. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the kind of way. And then this one goes, he goes, hey, I move that we make a law to never speak about the Rogue Valley sewer system idea ever again. And this one goes, I agree. And this one goes, why? I'd agree too, but as soon as you get voted out of office, because you're going to lose. And then all of a sudden, point of order. How dare he say something political? Stop this nonsense. And then this one says, this one goes, okay, all right, stop. We're going to vote. But it seems like petty dictator stuff to ban talking about any idea. So, okay, but it's up to you guys to vote. 4-2, it passed, so no more talking about the Rogue Valley sewer system. I am probably breaking the law right now. And then the second reading of the annexing the property on North Mountain for 52 houses. That's to be developed there, and that's all approved. And then there's a police staffing report. The police chief came out and said, hey, we only have 11 officers instead of 16. But we are slowly getting more, and we have enough for Ashland. We're all good. But we had to stop helping out talent. And then, she goes, hey, just to make sure, like it's not just Ashland's being jerky, and police shortages all around the country, right? And the chief goes, yeah, that's true, of course. But so what we're doing, we're looking at combining Ashland and Talent's police force. Just FYI, starting to look into that. So that's kind of interesting. And then this guy goes, there she is. She says, hey, we shared thank you letters for our first responders for their Almeida firework, and we should also appreciate all of our staff. That was a great thing we did last week. And then this one goes, hey, the Ashland High School girls soccer team was undefeated until today. And so apparently they lost whatever playoffs, and so they're done. He said, congrats for a great season. And there you go, end of meeting, you're welcome. Ooh, that felt like about 20 minutes to me. All right, that's the end of that.